All right, a quick shout out to Miss Bump's third grade class for a really good question. Apparently they were reading some books on wind turbines and they kind of want to know how wind turbines work. So let me see if I can explain this. Wind turbines create electricity from the movement of the fans, or the big turbines from the wind. The wind pushes and spins the fins around, or the blades of the turbine, and that creates electricity. But let's talk about how. In order to do this, you need to have some magnets. Now, you guys probably have magnets on your refrigerator. They stick to each other. It's kind of a cool thing. So you need to have some magnets, and you need to have some wire. Wire carries electricity. And inside here, there's some metal. So really, the metal is the key to doing this. Now, these magnets probably aren't big enough to do this, so I'm going to get a bigger magnet. I got this giant magnet right here. And this magnet is really big. So that's going to work. And what I have here is I have a little thing that measures electricity. There's a little needle there that shows you if electricity is being made. So I'm going to put that down here. And if you'll see, anytime I move a wire next to a magnet, that needle starts to move. Now if I move a lot of wire, like I curl it up and coil it up and move it next to the magnet, that needle moves a lot. Okay, I'm actually creating electricity now because I'm moving a wire next to a magnet. So if I take this and just kind of move it back and forth, I'm going to create electricity. You need magnets, wire, and movement. An example of this can be seen in this little thing. It's called a generator. And inside here, there's actually some magnets, and there's a coil of wire. And I connected the coil of wire to this crank. And so essentially I'm just turning it just like this when I turn the crank. And I put a light bulb over here on the end. And if I turn this crank, you can see this, I can make the light bulb light. So I'm creating electricity because I have movement, magnets, and wire. Now look at this. This actually looks like a wind turbine. All you do is you put the fins or the blades right here, and as the wind comes by, it turns the blades, which creates the electricity. Now we do this, and this is actually how we create almost all of our electricity. With the exception of solar power, this is how we do it. We just need something that will turn this crank, and anything you can do that will turn this crank can actually create electricity because you've got magnets and wire. Wind turbines use the wind to turn this. We have dams in rivers that use the river current to turn this wire. We have nuclear power plants where they actually heat up steam with a nuclear fire, which creates the steam. They move it through a pipe, and that steam turns this crank. So pretty much all of the power that you get in your house, unless you have solar panels, is going to be exactly using this. Magnets, wires, and some kind of motion. Keep asking great questions about the things that you read in science, and I'll see you next time.